What's going on, everybody? It's the Halfback here, and welcome to episode number 5 of my Rising Above Adversity AFC Bournemouth save. Now, I said at the end of the previous episode that I'll be bringing you the league game against Watford. Now, I will be bringing you a game against Watford today, but maybe not the game you was expecting, and then let me explain why it is. Because we are in the semi-finals of the Capital One Cup. I mean, it is pretty incredible. Something I wasn't expecting in my first season to get to a cup semi-final. But let me quickly run you through what happened since the last time I was with you guys, which was the 1-0 win against Cardiff at home in the Championship. Next up, we played Aston Villa in the Capital One Cup quarter-finals. Now, I probably should have covered this game, really. My bad for not doing so, but it was an incredible game. I mean, it was 0-0 in normal time and extra time, but it's probably one of the best 0-0s I've ever played. You can see we probably should have won the game in normal time, really. We actually were the much better of the two sides in normal play and in extra time. We couldn't find the goal. I mean, the woodwork was hit a couple of times. It just was an incredible 0-0. But the game went to penalties, and you can see we came out on top. We suffered a couple of injuries, which was disappointing. One of those injuries, Matt Ritchie, out for a few months. You know, we've kind of struggled with injuries a little bit this season, especially to key players, which has been a bit disappointing. But we came through this quarter-final game against Aston Villa, Premier League Aston Villa, and this is the position why we are in the semi-finals now against Watford. But just quickly going on now, looking through some of the other fixtures we have played. 2-2 against Blackpool away from home. Tommy Elphick, the skipper, rescuing us in the 86th minute with a late equaliser for us. Then we played Fulham at home. Fulham, top of the table at the moment in the Championship. Was always going to be a difficult game. We went into the lead very early on in the game, Ranty with a goal, but Fulham were just too strong for us on the day. Ended up winning 4-2. Then we picked ourselves up though with a 3-1 win away at Millwall. Danny Wilson, Jacob Murphy and Callum Wilson in the goals in that one. Jacob Murphy, someone I want to quickly mention, wasn't expecting him to play as much games as he had for us actually this season. If I just show you his stats for the season so far, you can see 21 appearances in the league, 26 in all competitions, 3 goals and 5 assists. You know, he's been doing really well on the wing for us this season. Obviously on loan from Norwich. But then we came up against Colchester in the FA Cup third round. Played a bit of a, not weakened side, but kind of my second string team in this one. But we won the game 2-1. Mark Pugh and Jan Kermigan with the goals. Following that, Norwich at home. Big game, of course. Norwich up there in the promotion battle, as you would say. And Harry Arter and Craig Davis with the goals in that one. Kind of aided, really, by sending off Wes Hoolahan quite early on in the second half. I mean, we were 1-0 up at that point, but Norwich were well in the game. But that sending off kind of really affected them, and we went on and got the second goal. And then we were aided by another red card in the next game against Rotherham away from home. You can see they went into a 2-goal lead in the first 10 minutes, and at that point I was kind of fearing the worst. Maybe it was going to be on the end of a battering. But you can see on the 23rd minute, Joe Mattock picked up a second yellow card and got himself sent off, and from that point on, we really took control of the game. And in the second half, we scored 4 goals. Brilliant second half performance. Harry Arter, man of the match. Actually picked up a knock in that game. Harry Arter, again, what I'm saying, key players seem to be always getting injured. But he's not out for too long, thankfully. But he will miss this game against Watford in the Capital One Cup. And that's what we're going to be playing today. I mean, it really is just a mind-blowing, you know. It's kind of just creeped up on me. I mean, I've been so focused on the league and how I've been doing in the league that the Capital One Cup has not been really in my thoughts. Obviously, I've been playing the games, but I've just not been thinking about it too much. And we're in the semi-finals now, and of course, against Watford, who are in Championship as well. We've got such a great opportunity to get to a cup final today. But I'm going to bring you the 2 legs today in this episode. Of course, it's sandwiched in between those 2 legs. We've got an FA Cup 4th round game against Sheffield United. I won't live com that one. I think, you know, you guys probably wouldn't be too interested in that. The main focus is the 2 Watford game. And of course, we play Watford 3 times in 10 days now, because we've got them in the league after the second leg. So we're going to be seeing a lot of Watford But sorry, I've also forgot to mention to quickly look at the Championship table, how we stand at that. At the moment, we're third. We've pushed on since the last episode, and we're now in third, just 2 points off the automatic promotion spots. 4 points off first top spot. So we're getting towards the business end of the season now, and we're right up there fighting for that promotion to the Premier League. But last thing before I get into this game against Watford is I wanted to show you some transfers. Of course, it is the January window. We're coming towards the end of it now, and I'm just going to quickly show you a couple of deals that have happened. Not a massive amount of deals happening in the window, but looking at the outs, we've sold Jan Kermorgant. He's gone to Valenciennes, I think that's how it's pronounced. Valenciennes for £135,000. 33 years old now. Wasn't really contributing much this season. Kind of a real backup player. He was on £7,000 a week at the club, which so I kind of wanted to get him off the wage bill. Sold him on, and he was happy to go back to France. And we've brought in Callum McGregor on loan from Celtic. Decent young player. We kind of needed another player in that shadow striker role. Of course, we've been playing Matt Ritchie there this season, but we don't have anyone else. If he got injured, as he has done, we didn't have anyone to really come in that position. I was playing Harry Arter there. He was actually doing very well there, but he's not a natural in that position. So I brought in Callum McGregor, decent young player. If I show you his attributes for a shadow striker, good finishing, good composure. Obviously needs a bit of work in terms of his passing and technique. But, of course, he is still young and can develop. And another deal I want to talk about, not agreed yet, but I've offered a contract to a player, is Josef Surul from Slovan Liberec in Czech Republic. Now, he was offered to me by an agent who said his contract was running out. I looked at him, I couldn't see any of his stats, so, got one of my scouts on him, and this is what he came back with. And from what I can see, he looks pretty amazing for a 24-year-old striker. Of course, coming in on pretty low wages if he does come in, and we'd only need to pay a compensation fee of £63,000. So from what I can see, obviously I can't see his full stats, but he could be a brilliant addition to the team if we can seal that deal. But let me not ramble on too much now. We've got this massive game in the Capital One Cup semi-final against Watford. Of course, the first leg today at Vicarage Road. Watford beat us earlier in the season at Vicarage Road 2-0. So we know that going there is going to be a difficult task. But let me pick the team for today. Of course, Harry Arter not with us for this game. So Union O'Kane will come into the midfield. Union O'Kane's been pretty good for us this season. Just looking through who's going to come on the bench. We'll draft in should put Adams. No, we'll put Junior Stanislas on the bench. But apart from that, I think that's the team we're going to go with today. We've got Artur Buric in goal, back four Simon Francis, Tommy Elphick, Steve Cook and Charlie Daniels. In midfield we've got Union O'Kane, Andrew Sermon, right wing Jacob Murphy, Callum McGregor just behind the striker, Ryan Fraser on the left wing and Callum Wilson up front. So obviously the first leg, I'll be happy with a draw, to be honest. I'm not sure if away goals count in the Capital One Cup semi-finals. I'm not too sure about that, but a draw away from home in the first leg would be a good result. I'm not actually sure as well who's in the other semi-finals. You can see Manchester United are one of the teams. So Manchester United have gone through. They couldn't have gone through already. Who have they got in the semi-finals? Okay, so they've got City. They've drawn 1-1 away in the first leg against City. So a potential final against City or Manchester United could await us if we can overcome Watford in this semi-final. I'm a bit nervous if I'm being honest. As I said, I wasn't really expecting this. It's just come out of nowhere, kind of. So I'm gonna tell the players we owe Watford revenge. Yeah, and I'm gonna they all seem pretty motivated. Everyone seems happy as we go into this crunch first leg. Watford are on the attack now. Murray, please don't let him find the pass. No, whips it out wide. Is the ball gonna come in? Block it. Close him down. Elphick gets it clear. Callum Wilson, can he get him behind? But it's well defended by Savic. but it's going to come straight back at us. Pudil, well defended, but it just keeps coming back again. Forestieri plays in Griffiths, and Artur Boruc managed to get the save in. Done well there, Griffiths, to get in behind, but well saved by Artur Boruc, and Murray with the header gracefully into the palms of Boruc, but for having the best chances so far. But we seem to be kind of keep pumping it up to Callum Wilson, and that's just not going to work. Callum Wilson's, you know, not the tallest of strikers, so we kind of need to get it on the floor. But Watford come on the attack again. Murray on the ball. Griffiths, well defended by Tommy Elphick. Again, we just keep pumping it forward. I'm not sure why we're doing that. We've got the shorter passing on, so I'm not sure why we just keep pumping. Maybe I need to set it on to play out of defence, because we're just pumping the ball forward and we're just giving it straight back to Watford. Can we try and intercept the ball in midfield here? Union O'Kane does well, gets tackle away, falls to Andrew Sermon. Ryan Fraser on the left wing. He's going to run. Runs at him. Callum Wilson's in. Callum Wilson through on goal. Just nods it wide. Daniels intercepts again. We're just pumping it forward. I might need to set our instructions to play out of defence. I'm not liking the way we're just... Look again. But he's played a nice ball this time. Charlie Daniels. Callum Wilson gets in behind. Callum Wilson through on goal, a great opportunity straight at the keeper. And they actually also beat Arsenal in the previous round, which I forgot to mention. But a tackle from Andrew Sermon on Griffiths in the box, and Watford have got a penalty. 5 minutes to go to half time, please. Come on, Boruc. Boruc, please. And I thought he saved it. He got a hand on it. But it looked like he got his hand on it off the bar and in. Boruc should have been doing a lot better there. But going into half time, we are 1-0 down in the first leg of this cup semi-final. I'm going to tell the lads to show a bit more of desire. I'm going to change the instructions to play out of defence as well. But the free kick coming in from Pudil, whipped in. Ryan Fraser, can we hit him on the counter? Come on, he's got the pace. Get past him. Plays it into McGregor. Callum Wilson's got space there. He's got the pace. He finds the pass. Jacob Murphy's in. Jacob Murphy makes it 1-1. Fantastic breakaway. Callum Wilson showing good awareness there to find the pass to Murphy. And Jacob Murphy, who I mentioned, has been doing really well for us this season, finds the back of the net, and we're level in this semi-final. But I'm going to make a change in the game now. Ryan Fraser's not having a great game on the left wing, so I'm actually going to bring on Mark Pugh and Union O'Kane as well, maybe. No, I'm going to leave him. I'm going to leave Union O'Kane on. Of course, if we had Harry Arter on the pitch, it would have been a big bonus for us. Harry Arter, someone who can really dictate play in the middle of the park. We're missing him for this one, of course. And Callum Wilson's got off injured now. This is what I mean. We just seem to keep getting injuries to our key players. It's really frustrating, but Craig Davis is going to have to come on. Craig Davis hasn't been brilliant for us this season. Get him off that, move into the channels, set him to a target man. Hopefully Callum Wilson not out for too long. But that's really frustrating. But not much happening since our equaliser. But Griffiths has got a free kick now, and Griffiths knocks it into the top corner. Brilliant free kick, I have to say. Watford take the lead in this two-legged tie, and we're gonna have to turn it around at home. It looks like we're heading towards the end of the game now. But Mark Pugh in the ball. Can we snatch a late equaliser? Union O'Kane whips it out wide to Francis. Can he find the ball? Davis in there. Well defended by the Watford defence there. Just a couple of minutes to go of added time. I reckon that will be that in this one. Not the worst result, I mean, it's just a 1-goal lead. But Davis got a chance here. Davis kind of threw on goal and he can't convert, and we lose in the first leg. Watford 2, Bournemouth 1. So we're going to have to turn it around at home in the second leg, which we know I'm confident that we could do. It's disappointing. We were probably the better of the two sides. I mean, we had a lot of shots, you know, really even in terms of the position, but I felt like we had the slight edge over Watford in the game. Just going to see how long Callum Wilson's out for. Hopefully not too long. Okay, so he's not even actually injured at all. So that's good news. We'll have Callum Wilson and hopefully Harry Arter fit for the second leg. But I'm going to leave it here for now. I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to come back for the second leg of this Capital One Cup semi-final. I'll see you guys then. So here we are, guys. Night of the Capital One Cup second leg semi-final against Watford. I'll quickly show you what happened in the FA Cup game against Sheffield United. We lost 2-0. I mean, I wasn't too gutted about it, to be honest. I played a weakened team. Played my second string team pretty much in this one. I didn't want to risk any injuries to key players, so rested many players. Lost 2-0. Matty Dunn with 2 goals in that one. But of course, what we're here for today, the big second leg semi-final against Watford. I'm not even going to waste any time. We're going to get straight into picking the team and into the game for this one. Of course, we're 2-1 down from the first leg, so we've got a bit of work to do in this one. But let me run you through the team for today. We've got Artur Buric in goal. We've got back four, as standard, Simon Francis, Tommy Elphick, Steve Cook and Charlie Daniels. In midfield, we've got Nuno O'Kane and Andrew Sermon. Right wing, Jacob Murphy. Harry Arter back from injury. Of course, still not fully fit, but it's Harry Arter, so we're going to get him straight back into the team. He's going to be in that shadow striker role. And Ryan Fraser on the left and Callum Wilson up front. On the bench, we've got Lee Camp, Danny Wilson, Dan Gosling, Craig Davis, Adam Smith, Mark Pugh and Ian Hart. So as I said, we've got a bit of work to do in this one. 2-1 down. Again, I'm not sure actually if away goals count in the semi-finals of the Capital One Cup. But we've got an away goal, so if it does, we're in a good position going into this one. You can see we're the bookies' favourites for the game. Of course, we're at home in this one, so I'm confident that we can turn around a 1-goal deficit. But I don't want us to kind of chase the game. I mean, we're only a goal down, so I'm not going to send us out to attacking to go and chase the game. I just want us to play our natural game, play how we've been playing all season, and if we do that, I'm certain that we can get the win. Thankfully, Callum Wilson, though, on the ball. We want him a bit higher up the pitch, obviously. Plays it back to Sermon. Just knocking it around nicely at the moment. Fraser on the ball, though. Can he make something happen? He plays it to Harry Arter. This is the danger man, Harry Arter. The ball's in. Defenders misjudged it. Callum Wilson's in. It falls to Jacob Murphy. Ah, what a chance. Callum Wilson. Through ball from Harry Arter. Misjudged by the centre-back, or the defender, sorry, from Watford. And Callum Wilson could have given us an early lead in this first leg. No chances come since that Callum Wilson opportunity, but Sermon on the ball now. Can he find the pass? No real support. He goes for the long range effort. And what a goal from Andrew Sermon. 25 yards out. And away goals do count in the Capital One Cup. It said it there at the bottom. So at the moment we're going through on the away goals rule. What a goal from Sermon. He had no real option, so he had to go for the shot, or maybe another chance here. Charlie Daniels with the floated corner. Elphick gets his held in it, but it's straight into the hands of the keeper, Bond. But possibly that's might not be the end of the chances here, as the highlights still carrying on. Andrew Sermon on the ball. Ryan Fraser. Can he find the pass? Not too many options ahead of him. Might have to go for a shot. He does, but it's a poor effort. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Andrew Sermon's long range stunner gives us the lead and currently sends us through on away goals. I mean, I don't want to get excited just yet. Harry Arter seems to be picking up a knot. I don't want to. I'm probably okay, get my words right. I probably will bring off Harry Arter at some point during the second half. He's literally just come back from injury, and I don't want to risk him again. He's such a key player for us. But going into the second half, 30 minutes to go in this one. Maybe another chance. Daniels with the corner, floats it in. The initial ball is clear, but it may come back. Harry Arter on the ball. Find Daniels. He does. Can he whip in a ball? He takes on the man. He whips it in. Elphick's there. Is scrambling about in the box, but it falls to Callum Wilson. Exactly the man that we would want it to fall to in the box. He grabs his 14th goal of the season. His poacher instincts kicking in there, Callum Wilson, to grab the second goal. And now we lead 3-2 on aggregate with half an hour to go in this one. But I'm going to make a change. 25 minutes left. Harry Arter, I said I'll plan to bring him off at some stage. And I'm going to make that change now. And I'm not really sure who I can bring him off for. I'm I'm going to switch Union O'Kane to the shadow striker. I'm going to bring on Dan Gosling. Actually, I'm going to play Dan Gosling a bit more advanced. Sorry, instead of Union O'Kane. He's a decent finisher, Dan Gosling. So I'm going to put him there. And hopefully maybe we can go and grab another one to try and seal this result. 20 minutes left. It's going to get nervy. I might look to go defensive soon, but I think it's just a tad too early yet. Ball played forward by the Watford keeper. They have regained the ball through Watson. Paredes into Abdi. Andrew Sermon in there. Intercepts well. Callum Wilson. Can he find a pass out wide? He does. Murphy got the pace. Get past him. Go on. Take him on. Take him on. Fullback's got to be careful for Watford. He's on the booking, but it's played into Callum Wilson by Francis, and there is Callum Wilson again. Is it offside? No, it's not. And Callum Wilson's 15th goal of the season. 3-0 in this Cup semi-finals. Away leg. 4-2 on aggregate. And I don't want to say it just yet, but I think we've done it. I think we're going to be going to Wembley. Hopefully Watford can't pull one back here. That would make it a really, really nervy end to the game. Of course, if they go on and score 2 now, they'll be going through on away goals. Abdi on the ball into Griffith. Scored in the first leg into Troy Deeney. But Boric stands tall and makes the save. Might look to shut up shop now. And I actually am going to shut up shop. No need to score anymore. Waste time. Be more disciplined. Take that off. Lower the tempo. And let's just see this one out now. There's no need for us to pour forward now in this one. We've got a 2-goal lead on aggregate. We're 3-0 up on the night. So going for more goals would just be over limitations in my opinion. So we're going to try and shop. A couple minutes left in it now, and it looks like we are going to do it. Seconds left in this crucial game. Union O'Kane on the ball into Jacob Murphy. The clock is ticking down, and that should surely be it. There's no way Watford are coming back from this one now. And there it is, full time at the Goldsound Stadium. Bournemouth are heading to Wembley to play in the Capital One Cup final. I really don't know what to say. Congratulate the boys. Getting to a cup final. Let's check out who we're going to be playing. Andrew Sermon, what a goal that was. Fantastic goal. Callum Wilson with 2 goals. He's the second top scorer in this competition with 6 goals. But who are we playing? Who are we playing? Let's find out. I'm not sure of actually the... So we're playing Man City. So they've won the second leg against Man United. So they won at Old Trafford, which is pretty amazing. The holders of the cup, obviously, as well, Man City. So... I mean, it's going to be a tough game, obviously. Manchester City, we're definitely not going to be the favourites for this one. We're going to be expected to lose. But we're in a cup final. I'm kind of lost for words at the moment. When is that game? So on March the 1st, that's the game I'm going to come back for. The Capital One Cup final against Manchester City. AFC Bournemouth with a chance, possibly, to qualify for Europe for next season. I believe that you have to actually win it to qualify for Europe. But I'm not sure if Man City win, do we get that Europa League cup? Because obviously you kind of would expect Man City to qualify for the Champions League for their league position. You know, they're first in the Premier League at the moment. So if they beat us in the Capital One Cup final, do we get that Europa League spot if they qualify for the Champions League? I'm not too sure about that. I might have to look into that one, but I'm going to leave it here for now. I'll come back for the Capital One Cup final against Manchester City. Thank you guys again for everyone who's showing support, you know, hitting the like button, watching the videos, you know, I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please do leave it a thumbs up, and I hope you guys come back for that crucial final game against Manchester City. I'm going to leave it here for now, guys, and I'll see you in a bit.